Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 688 of Fallout 4. It's kind of fitting, seeing as we're in Vault 88. But last episode we spent some time building this thing up, and what I've got kind of going on right now is the entrance to the vault. There are all my workstations, all my crafting thingies. I don't actually have a workshop in this settlement. There's like multiple and they're scattered about, but the idea was to do that, come through there, take care of anything I needed to personally take care of. Then you come into a big open room, like high ceilings, and then I was going to put like vendors and things like that in here. And then maybe we have like a room off to the side where it's like a rec room. I'll have like a kitchen, because there's all these categorized things under the Volx category: domestic, utility, wide halls, rooms, and then under rooms there's common, cafeteria, clinic, nursery, overseers. Like there's all kinds of individual things. And I'm thinking about this atrium thing here, and I'm having some Starlight Drive-In is under attack. All right, well, Starlight, you should be able to defend yourself. But I'm having some doubts or the desire to tweak things. Let me actually move that atrium over here, because now that I think about it, this is an end cap. By having that right here, I'm kind of limited in some weird sense. What I probably should do is scooch it down some and then fill in, let's see, under atrium, fill in the ceilings using this thing. I'm guessing, yes, that you just line them all up. What I want to do is actually push this wall back one. And I think an easy way to do that would actually be to store this, take that, and does that push it? That pushes it back one, and then I should be able to, no, not that. I should be able to pull this atrium ceiling back one, and then I want to take a look at this, see how this fits. Will you snap right here? I'm pretty sure you should snap to this. Maybe that's in the way? Yes. Now, that seems like a smoother transition from the main room into like the future high ceiling. I guess that kind of sort of puts the kibosh on the original plan that I had with the walled windows, or the windows with the walls on them, but that's okay. Now, let's not store that. Let's move this other atrium end out. Can I do this thing with the walls now? Do I need probably need a ceiling here or something to get that to snap to? I guess if I delete this, I take this and I tuck it back one, like the other one, and I should be able to get my wall. Aha! So now you come in the main room, and then you got some windows, I guess. This should still get pushed back though, because the only reason that is there is to enable this piece to be put down, which I should be able to now snap. Aha. Then I have my ceiling. All right, now it's coming together. I put this atrium way over there, and if I can put another one here, I got my extra bit of ceiling. Hey, look at it. I'm figuring this is an entirely new like tile set to me. I don't really like how it comes down more than the regular ceiling. It's almost a little claustrophobic, but it's a temporary thing into a really open area. All right. So that's pretty cool. I need to fix the floor though. I'll borrow some existing pieces from out of there so my stuff looks a little less floaty. Now there's still like this whole wall dilemma. Do I just patch that up? See, what I don't know is underneath the atrium category, column mid, no. Corner mid, no. Atrium doorway top. I don't know why it's rotating like that. Sometimes the game freaks out and it rotates things. I don't know how I'm gonna bring all these pieces together. These gigantic prefabs like that. I have no idea how that's even gonna play out. So this might not even really work the way I want it to. It's like there's these walls, and they obviously snap here, but there's like that half thing right there. And then there's obviously the question of like these. I guess the only way to cap that would be to put those little ceilings in there, and then you just make like a really big square. I don't think there's any way to do this that isn't square using the pieces provided, which I'm not necessarily against, but I would like to, I don't know, I feel like I'm losing some flexibility using that prefab, but it's pretty much the easiest way to get a super high ceiling. Do I want to snap it there, or do I want to pull it forward? I guess I really can't pull it forward, huh? Well, shit, there's a conundrum, because there's no way of capping that off. Oh man, this is a can of worms. All I really wanted to do is have a really nice high ceiling that was kind of sloped. If I take the non-sloped approach, it'll be a high ceiling with just like it'll be perfectly square, it'll be perfectly boxy in the interior. There's just not much I can do about that. If I walled this off, if it'll let me. Oh, okay, it will let me, but it'll be a little bit difficult to get the snap. Okay, nice. And then I wall this thing here too. Oh god, this thing fell through the floor. No, don't go underground. Sorry, Clem. And then I could make this perhaps like a little bit of a storage, or here's an idea. You could even, I didn't mean to do that. You could even make like some kind of hallway out of this. You know? Like, you could come back here, and then it turns and it goes into a different room. I mean, it's almost getting labyrinth in nature, but all right, there's some ideas here. This is strange. This is very strange to me, working with this tile set. There's a lot, I think, of possibilities, but it's definitely going to be there's like a learning curve that's associated with it for sure. Yeah, just get that down for now. I realize it doesn't match up, but that's not permanent. But let's focus on the main hallway portion. I could cap that off so easily and just put like filing cabinets or storage containers just of some sort, shelves even in there. And that's all good and dandy. I might even want to put another door here. Is there like a door frame under the atrium that I don't even have to put the door in, but just like, yeah, like that. Obviously there's the fact that there's this tile right here and that looks incredibly derp, but okay, the snapping, but there you go. That's actually kind of nifty. Oh, that's not nifty. That's weird. Look at that. There's like a gap. Did I fix the gap? I think I fixed the gap. I guess this door's just a little bit inset. That's fine. I like that, having that like doorway there, even if you don't have a door on it. It closes the room a smidge. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Now, this is mainly a vendor room, and I would like some kind of spirally staircase, or I guess I could just do a normal staircase in here that leads us up to a second floor with potentially more vendors, or maybe just another floor where there's like a cafeteria or a bedroom or something like that. And I could even make it so you have to go over here and loop around to get up to that point. At the end of these, I think on the far left, is it domestic? I could have sworn there was a prefab, yeah, like this, a prefab, a stairwell. What I could do with that is at the end of this, if it'll snap. Oh, okay, so it will snap to this, but I'll probably pull it to here. And then you go up to another floor, which I'll obviously wall this off. Kind of sucks that this says domestic, but I guess it's kind of the same unless you look at the actual tile set from the outside, which that doesn't really matter because you're going to be in the vault. You're never going to see the outside. That's purely up to like the eyes of the one creating the place. So there you go. Now I've just turned that into like an extra hallway that'll take you up to what I will imagine or envision as even maybe like a living quarters or something. God, like this is so cool. I like this. But yeah, I got to figure out what's going on in the center of the place. And obviously this does not exactly reach the, this reaches the third floor. This would be the second floor. I could go up another layer. That's not an impossibility. But either way, we need to figure out how, like a vendor area would work in this place. So Atrium, is there any kind of tile pieces that look cool, would work for what I'm going for here? I could make rooms. That's not an impossibility either. Oh, I could also just get rid of this thing, and then do the column, and then you have a second. But then the whole point is I wanted a tall place, so I could do maybe that. I think I want at least a too high ceiling, and I think that kind of works right there using that piece. How can I make, through the power of staircases under common, is there anything, or I guess under, what is it, domestic? Domestic. Is there, yes, another flight of stairs. This is getting me to the second floor, now third floor, if this attaches correctly. It's quite the trek, but this will also put me on the same floor level as this little column here, and it raises everything up. I think we're getting somewhere. It's slow going, but we're getting somewhere. Dude, this is gonna be the shit once I figure out what I'm doing. We need storage. I'm gonna rip my cash stack, obviously. Nothing new in here, but we will be using emporiums, and we'll be using the fancy emporiums. Armor. I'm hoping I have like a full settlement here, full populace at one point. And if it means I have to withdraw people from other areas and scooch them on over here, screw it, because this is going to be one of my biggest, if not the biggest, and fanciest settlements yet. We're going to have one of every vendor. I'm ripping all my cash, but you know what? I like it. I like it. And I got to figure out how I tie in all these emporiums in this huge room. I just like how you won't see the outside. You're only ever going to be in the interior. It's kind of like a mindfuckery sort of moment. I don't know. There's a lot of possibility with this, and I'm barely even like scratching the surface of that. And I guess that's part of what makes this so cool. Not certain if I'm gonna keep this and mirror what I did on that side. I might. I see no reason not to. I could even make it so that this doesn't take you to the third floor. This takes you to a room over here. I could get rid of this staircase and keep you on the second floor and have like a living quarter and not make it loop around. But I kind of like the idea of mirroring it and then going up to the third floor and then branching off somehow. Oh my god, it's like when you're a kid and you know your parents had those hamster cages, and well, they just want to keep the hamster in the cage to keep the kid entertained, but you wanted the one with all the colors and the tubes and the pipes, and you wanted to make a maze for your hamster. You ever see those things at the pet store? That's basically what we've got going on with here, but there's people involved. Yeah, think about that one for a moment. Anyhow, how? The question to me is how I am going to... That's weird. They have like these little things here at the bottom. How I'm going to line these up. Where I'm going to line them up. I guess I almost want to just make this room a square because I kind of have to. And then put these on the outside edges of the building. If that's what I have to do, then what I need to do now is figure out how to close the atrium up. I need to figure out how to close the atrium up. So that would mean, let's go back to structures, vault, atrium, and it was actually all the way to the left, wasn't it? I need to just do the opposite of what I've done with the atrium ends. So this atrium end would go on this side, wherever I decide to put it. And I gotta keep it in line with this thing, which means I'll need some tiles on the ground here to get it to snap, I would wager. Hey, you're supposed to be working on crops. What is here? You go work on crops too, man. Like you guys can share. I think there's enough mute fruit for both of you here. Food value going up to like 9. Yeah, 9. Have fun. Go work, would you? For some reason, when I look at this person and I move, the game gets like framey because it wants to highlight that stuff in the distance and it blurs it. That's weird. Anyway, that's totally random, but I don't know, I was just noticing that. I don't know what the distance is. Like, I don't know what I want to... I guess I have to use this as my centerpiece. So what that would mean is, there is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, and I don't want to hit the wall back here, obviously. 3. I could probably squeeze one more out of this if I tried. But I might need that to like route a staircase or a hallway behind all of this. And And then this would go here. Does this snap like this? No, I believe for this thing to snap, it needs some kind of like wall. Not so much a ground piece, which that would mean let's go find a wall. And actually, if I put a wall here, and I put a wall here, store you. Will that snap the way I want it to? Looks good. So this comes out 1, and there's 1, 2 centerpiece. This is that. There'll be 1 centerpiece now. So this needs to go back 1 more. 1 more. Which actually is kind of, I think, going to interfere with my idea. Maybe. Then again, I could route a staircase over this. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's planning for the future. So there's 1, 2, this thing. 1, 2, then that thing. All right, 1, 2, boom, okay, got it. Now, this is officially the center of whatever it is we're calling this place. the main lobby, the main portion of my vault as it stands. And now I got to figure out how these walls are going to work. That's my next question. How the hell is this all going to come together? How the hell do I close the system up because of the halfway gap there? Well, shit. Let's get building walls. I'm pretty sure I passed it like 14 times over. I'm just looking here. Trim. Main only. Wall prefab. I don't really know what to think about that piece. Like, what are those linked up to? There's like a whole part set of things under this that I still don't understand yet. I like it because that just means I get to figure some new stuff out. Hell yeah, Idiot Savant, and thankfully this is only requiring steel, of which I've been blessed to have a ton of because of exploring. I don't really like what that does to like the wall, that weird pattern it's putting here. I guess beggars can't be choosers until I figure that out. And does this snap? See how this right here, this does not snap? What snaps there? Like, that goes there. Awesome, that makes sense. What the hell do I do with that piece? How the heck do you close that up? What piece in this tile set makes that work? Because they all have that weird overhang. There must be a piece that I'm not fully aware of. It's not that inner corner mid. Does that have any kind of like snapping with this at all? Just, I don't think so, but no. Window top. All right. I understand what that's used for. I don't see any of the pieces. Oh god, it just wants to snap to that. I don't see any of the pieces I'm looking for. I guess this would also be the piece to use because that's like a guardrail. I'll probably replace this with this. Once again. How on earth do you... Oh god, what's this? Supports. It's messy. It looks like more like a ramp. Looks more like a ramp, but I guess you could use that in the ceiling or something. I don't know. Shit, man. I'm at a loss. I kind of have this figured out, what I want to do here, but I don't have the atrium under wraps just yet. There's a piece that I'm missing or misunderstanding. Well, before we worry about that too much, because I could always just cheese that wall without any real issue, give me the floor and let's build out so I can see what we're doing here. And I don't really care if this has any kind of like snapping with that, because this will all be hidden anyway. Let's build a ring around the rosy here first. So this is going to be... I don't know if this is going to be like the bedroom. I don't think it makes sense. I think this is just going to be like a thing that looks down on top of what's going on down there. I could put some railing here. Maybe even make this branch off to a bedroom on that side, a bedroom on that side. Like a cafeteria could be up here. There's a whole slew of things. All right, it's all ideas and all speculation, and I love it. I just got to figure out how we're gonna go about this the best way possible. And I'm also glad that the settlement size seems to be holding out here without having to worry about that too much, because that'll be freaking annoying. But yeah, I have zero ideas as to what is the solution. How does this snap? It does snap. Okay. It only snaps on that one side, so I have to rotate that. that could be nifty. And then you could look down. Okay, see, this is kind of what I wanted. We're getting ideas. I'm figuring out all these things, but I'm not figuring out how the atrium closes up. I don't see the piece. I don't see the piece that would solve this puzzle. No. That's just a column. I don't think that's that's definitely not doorway top. I guess I could put a doorway right here if I really wanted to, just to have more doors everywhere. Atrium column top. No, that's definitely not it. Hanging floor. I guess you're supposed to put those. What's that? Yeah, like that. I'm guessing that's what that's. Ah, I mean, I guess you kind of do see that in vaults, don't you? And some of the things we've seen. I guess that kind of makes some sense, and then you could walk across this and put railings on it. But then I'd probably put that up another layer, like up there. It still doesn't solve the wall problem that I've got going on, and that makes sense right here because this is a corner piece. You put that over there, then you could put the brace under it. So I guess I just figured out how that thing works. An atrium ceiling, all right, which eventually we'll need. But what's the atrium wall snippet thingamabobber? Like, what's the all-important wall piece that we require here? Shit, man. Prefab inner corner. I guess, do I need that anyway? No, that's not gonna solve anything. Prefab column. Damn, that part right there is stumping me, and I think until I figure that out, I'm gonna be screwed. Even though I can cheese it completely. It'll still be a pain in the butt to completely cheese correctly because of all the finagling. There's got to be a piece. There has to be. There's something that I'm not seeing yet. That much is pretty obvious to me. It's just a matter of figuring that out. Starlight, I really do hope you defend yourself because I know you're capable, and anytime I ever visit you, you decimate the attack that's there. But I just don't feel like going back there and having to repair everything. Hey, Clem, you liking your new home, man? It's a little bit better than that like dirt pathway you had, going on here with like train tracks and railways and Mirelurk Queens off in the distance. It's come along. I think it's come along for the better, hasn't it, there, buddy? It's kind of weird seeing that there, no wall, because over here's a wall. Wall piece here. I mean, for some reason, I feel like. In some way, I almost might need one of these pieces, but at the same token, no. Because I can just replicate that with other smaller pieces. Wall mid. See, that's what I'm noticing. Atrium wall mid, window mid, but I don't see like a small or... The large one, I'm assuming, is just what they're generically calling the atrium wall over here. Atrium floor, ceiling, yeah, like atrium end. I hate you, game. You should make this a little more apparent. Either way, I need my walls here. Nope, no. Game. Got it. I don't think that's quite right, actually. No, something needs to get pushed back. Something needs to get pushed back, right? Something's not lined up. Oh, that's right. This came in, didn't it? Well, shit. So this... Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one's out a little further. I got a little place happy with the floors. I'm like, wait a minute. No, that's not quite right. Well, there we go. At least we fixed that. At least we fixed that issue. Wall mid. I want the bracing to be on the outside because I don't want to see that from the inside of the building. And let's put down another layer of walls. But yeah, you can see, I guess that little piece symbolizes that you put those little hanging walls or whatever they called them. But I don't want to do that. I want to have that open extra thing. But I do like the idea of coming over here and I can put some stuff in here and then you come out here and boom. I might not even do this extra staircase. What I might do is turn it off into a bedroom. But then you're up all the way here. And then on another layer, which I could just jetpack up to, if I came in here myself. But now you have this main lobby, which is going to house the vendors. And I'll probably do something like this in the center. Just center them around the main column. Shouldn't have any issues pathfinding to that. I wouldn't think so. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to turn off object snap because they're gonna want to snap here. Let me try and do like a precise little tweak. I think I got it. I think I pretty much got it on that. Yeah, pretty much got that there. They're only going to be able to access these if they teleport to them, which, you know, they should do whenever they load the instance. I might need to pull this wall out a smidge, but there you go. That puts 4 vendors in a very tight area, which is good because I don't want them to take up too much space. And then I can put cabinets and storage and silly things along the outside edge and actually decorate. I could bump these out and let the people walk in there. That's not an issue. But for now, that kind of tidies it up. And it still leaves, what, 2 vendors to have a spot of their own. And it's not to say that I'll tuck them in the back corner. But until I figure out those walls, which, I mean, I still have no idea. I'm kind of at a loss. See, like, they have... I don't know. There's some piece that I'm missing. There's some piece that I'm missing. But I do like the idea of having like a floor up top, and maybe I'll probably have a wall there with like a doorway, and then you get to walk around and you can look down and see this main room. And I'll have like some really high intensity lights kind of lighten it up. So I need to put lights in this room. However, guys, it is time to wrap the episode up here already. Episode 688 of Vault 88. I guess this means it's kind of time for these kind of lights because using the traditional light bulb doesn't really fit the vault. Fluorescent lighting makes some sense too. It has some of these on the ceiling, but I like the idea of the wall lights. To be honest with you, I think those kind of fit the bill. That one looks a little bit weird, but yeah, I'll probably have some wall lights tucked about here. And getting power to all this stuff will also be pretty dang fun. I can only imagine what that's going to be like. But we will want to be able to see. You're making drugs? Clem, of all people that I don't trust to make drugs, you're one of them. I don't think you should be making any drugs, dude. But again, guys, wrap it up here. Episode 688. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.